Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Oracle Cloud Hub. We have all seen what GenAI can do on a good day, but in the enterprise, we can't afford to settle for good enough or sometimes right. Today, we are moving past the basics. We are going to explore the expert level refinements that turn raw model outputs into reliable, production ready business intelligence. Let's dive into 20 ways to sharpen your GenAI results. The 20 tips with real time scenarios, and the first in the list role based constraints. Don't just ask for an answer, define the persona's professional boundaries. Let's discuss a scenario. The prompt should be act as an OCI security auditor, review this IAM policy for overprivileged access, ignoring any non security related formatting issues. Second in the list, chain of thought, COT prompting. Here we ask the model to think step by step to improve logical reasoning. Scenario where we use the chain of thought prompting is when calculating complex cloud consumption costs, forcing the model to list each line item's calculation before the total prevents math errors. Next in the list, few short learning with ground truth. Provide 3 to 5 high quality examples of the exact output format you want. A scenario where we use this few short learning with ground truth is to provide 5 examples of a perfectly formatted incident summary so the AI learns your organization's specific shorthand. Fourth in the list, negative constraints. Explicitly tell the AI what not to do. A scenario where we use these negative constraints. Summarize the quarterly results, but do not mention the upcoming merger or any forward-looking statements. Number 5 in the list, multi-stage workflows. Here we break a complex task into 3 separate prompts. A scenario where we use this multi-stage workflows is in a prompt 1, extract data from a PDF. Prompt 2, analyze the data for risks. And prompt 3, format the risks into a table. Next, meta prompting. Use the AI to improve your own prompts. The scenario where we use this meta prompting is, I want to generate a SQL query for Oracle 23 AI. Critically, review my prompt and suggest 3 details I should add to make the output more accurate. Seventh in the list, iterative refinement. That is the critic loop. Ask the model to find flaws in its own first draft. Example, write a blog post about OCI IAM. Now, identify 2 technical inaccuracies in what you just wrote and provide a corrected version. Eighth in the list, temperature tuning for consistency. Lower the temperature setting to zero point 0.1 or zero point 0.2 in the OCI playground for factual tasks. A scenario where we work on the temperature tuning for consistency is when generating code for an OCI function, a low temperature ensures the syntax remains standard and predictable. Number 9 in the list, knowledge grounding with RAG. Use the OCI generating AI agent service to link the model to your actual documentation. A scenario where we use this knowledge grounding with RAG is an agent answers, "What is our travel policy?" by actually searching your company's 2026 employee handbook in object storage. Number 10 in the list, delimiters for context. Use triple quotes or XML tags to separate instructions from data. Scenario, putting a long log file inside logs tags prevents the AI from confusing a log error message with a new instruction. Number 11 in the list, output formatting via JSON schema. Force the AI to return data in a structured format for easy integration. Scenario where we use this output formatting via JSON schema is we list all OCI regions where this service is available and return it strictly as a JSON array. Number 12 in the list, the step back technique. Ask the model to define the broader principle before answering a specific question. A scenario where we have this step back technique being used is before suggesting a migration strategy, define the 3 pillars of the OCI cloud adoption framework. Number 13 in the list, vibe check or the tone alignment. Specify the audience to avoid AI speak. Scenario, explain this database migration to a CFO. Focus on ROI and risk mitigation, avoiding deep dive technical jargon. Number 14 in the list, self-correction instructions. Tell the agent to verify its answer against a tool or rule. A scenario where we have these self-correction instructions being used are generate this SQL query, then double-check that you use the correct JSON syntax for Oracle Autonomous Database. Number 15 in the list, context window management. Prune unnecessary data to keep the attention on the most important facts. Scenario here, where we use this context window management is, instead of pasting a 50-page transcript, only provide the action items section to the AI for a follow-up email. Number 16 in the list, adversarial testing. Try to break your prompt before putting it in production to find blind spots. Scenario, intentionally asking the agent to ignore its safety rules to see if your syntax prompt is strong enough to resist. Number 17th in the list, hyperparameter experimentation. Use the OCI playground to compare top P versus top K sampling for creative tasks. A scenario where we have this hyperparameter experimentation being used is increasing top P when brainstorming names for a new internal AI project to get more diverse creative suggestions. Number 19th, 18th in the list, prompt chaining for translation. Use one model for literal translation and another for cultural localization. A scenario where we use this prompt chaining for translation, translating a marketing slogan into 5 languages. They're asking a second model to check if the idiom makes sense in each region. Number 19th in the list, explain your reasoning request. Ask the model to cite why it chose a specific answer. A scenario. Recommend a GPU shape for this training job and explain your reasoning based on the VRAM requirements of the Llama 3 model. And last but not the least in the list, audit trials and logging. Use OCI's native logging to see how prompts evolve over time. A scenario where we have these audit trials and logging, reviewing the last 100 failed prompts in the console to identify a common misunderstanding the model has about your schema. In closure, refining GenAI results is less about magic words and more about structure, intentional communication. By treating the AI as a high performing but literal collaborator, you unlock the consistency required for true enterprise scale. Thank you for joining me on the Oracle Cloud Hub. Take these tips, apply them to your OCI playgrounds, and I'll see you in the next session where we'll put these prompts into action. I'm always open to corrections if I get something wrong. The best way to do this is to just tell me what I missed or what I need to know. You can always turn this personalization. Thank you.